Good evening, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. This is Rich again, back for your third and final video blog of the night for Tuesday, May 12th, 2015, around 8:15 in the evening in Belleville, Massachusetts. It's a cloudy night out, but the sun's down. And it's going to be a little cool. Rest of the week's going to be 60s and 70s, no humidity and stuff. Maybe Saturday we could get some much needed rain showers. Some news to report: the Muppets show will be returning this fall on ABC at 8 p.m. Tuesdays. So watch for that in the fall. Sad news to report in boxing: former professional boxer Tony Olive Jr. passed away at the age of 52. And that's about it on the news. My third and final video blog subject of the night is about the last of the Stanley Cup winning goaltenders I'm going to do on my personality profile. And this is the last personality profile until June 1st. And tonight's personality profile is Dominik Hasek, also known as the Dominator. Dominik Hasek won 2 Stanley Cups, one in 2002 and last in 2008 with the Detroit Red Wings, but he's famous for winning 6 Venzina trophies with the Buffalo Sabres. Dominik was born and he grew up in the Czech Republic, and he started playing hockey at age 6. He played goaltender, and he started playing professional hockey in the Czech League at the age of 15 in 1980. And he was drafted actually by the Chicago Blackhawks in 1983, but many NHL teams back then were wary of drafting players who played in Eastern Europe because they were afraid they would never play in the NHL and stuff. And Dominik played 10 years in the Czech Pro League, and 3 times he was the Player of the Year in the Czech Pro League. Plus 4 times he was Goaltender of the Year in the Czech League. He was so good in the Czech League and stuff. And he finally left there at the age of 25. And he made his debut in the National Hockey League with the Blackhawks in 1990, but the Blackhawks had a #1 goaltender in Ed Belfour, and Dominik Hasek spent about 2 years in going from the Blackhawks to the minor leagues and stuff. He actually made all-rookie team in the NHL in 1992, but the Blackhawks were never going to give up on Ed Belfour as the #1 goaltender, so the Blackhawks traded him to the Buffalo Sabres in 1992, and for the first year he was in Buffalo, he was the backup goaltender to Grant Fuhrer and somebody else. And finally, in 1993, Dominik Hasek became the #1 goaltender in the Buffalo Sabres. He was 28 years old, and he had an unbelievable stretch of great goaltending seasons. He was amazing and stuff. He won 6 Vezina trophies in 9 years: 1994, 1995, 1997, 1998, 1999, and 2001. Amazing. And he had 10 seasons when he won 20 or more games. 13 seasons he had goals against average under 3. Sometimes he had under 2. That was pretty amazing. He led the NHL in shutouts 3 times. 2 times he was the NHL's most valuable player, the Hart Trophy, in 1997 and 1998. He won a gold medal for the Czech team in 1998 in the Olympics. And he won the silver medal in 2006 for the Czech team. And when he was playing with the Buffalo Sabres, the Sabres did not have too much good offense and stuff like that. And Dominik Hasek was like a one-man show. He single-handed led the Sabres, kind of carried them to deep playoff runs in 1997, 1998, and 1999. The Buffalo Sabres made the Stanley Cup in 1999, but they were robbed by the Dallas Stars. 1999-2000, Dominik Hasek was seriously considering retiring from the NHL because he played professional hockey since he was 15 years old, but he had kind of had an injury year in 1999-2000, and he had another awesome season in 2001 with his 6th Vezina trophy, but the Buffalo Sabres could not get over the hump of being a Stanley Cup champion, and Dominik Hasek was kind of tired of carrying them, the Buffalo Sabres, so he requested a trade to go to the Detroit Red Wings, and then he led the NHL in wins in 2001-2002 with 41. He wasn't nominated for the Vezina Trophy that year. It went to Jose Theodore, who also picked up the MVP. But Dominik Hasek led the Detroit Red Wings to the Stanley Cup championship in 2002. He decided to retire from the NHL at the age of 37, and he spent 2002-2003 retired, but he got the itch to return to play hockey again. The Red Wings signed him up 2003-2004, but he didn't have a great year. And he signed with the Sabres. The Senators. But they had lockouts, so he missed 2004-2005. He played in the Czech League. 2005-2006. Dominik played for the Senators, but they did not win the Stanley Cup and stuff. He had a great year and stuff like that. He signed with the Detroit Red Wings again. He kind of played for them 2007 and 2008 pretty decently. And he went out a winner in 2008 with his 2nd Stanley Cup. Then he decided to retire from playing in the NHL. His career stats in the NHL: 389 wins, 223 losses, 82 ties. He had 81 shutouts and a 2.2 all goals against average in the playoffs, 65 and 49, 14 shutouts and a 2.02 goals against average. And Dominik Hasek, now after a year being retired, he got the itch to play again, this time in the Czech League in Europe for about 3 seasons, 2009 through 2011. And he was talking at the age of 46 in 2011 about an NHL comeback at 46. But a lot of the NHL teams just were wary of signing Hasek as a 46-year-old goaltender. Most teams were not interested in him. So he decided to officially retire from playing any hockey in 2011. And he was voted into the Hockey Hall of Fame in 2014 on the first ballot, which was well-deserved. And his number 39 got retired for the Buffalo Sabres finally this past year, which was a long overdue achievement and stuff like that. He mended his relationship with the Buffalo Sabres management, which was pretty good. Dominik Hasek is probably one of the top 10 goaltenders in NHL history, and he had an amazing stretch of 8-year run of amazing stats for a goaltender who did not get a starting job in the NHL until the age of 28, and he almost gave up on being a great NHL goaltender. But he was probably one of the the top 10 goaltenders of all time. If the Sabres had some kind of decent offense during Hasek's reign, I think they would have won a Stanley Cup. Maybe 1999 was probably the best shot they had to win a Stanley Cup, but they lost it to Dallas in 6 games because Brett Hull scored, but he admitted he wasn't in the crease, and you're not just supposed to be in the crease when you're scoring a goal. And that's about it on that. And that's about it on these video blogs for the night. Be back tomorrow, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. The 3 more video blogs. First video blog will be the top 10 players in Cleveland Cavaliers history. The second video blog will be about the Edmonton Oilers dynasty from the 1980s to 1990. And the third and final video blog subject of the night will be about a surprise. I won't tell you what it is. I'll tell you in the last post on Facebook. And have a good night, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Bye now.